it's Jen, and today I am back with another video for you. Today I am just going to do a simple nude mani on this beautiful client right here. Right now I am just dehydrating her nails with some alcohol. I'm cleaning them, disinfecting them, and then here, I'm so sorry, I am out of frame a little bit, but here I am pushing back her cuticles very gently. This is sped up, obviously. You really want to be very careful here because you don't want to push their cuticles back too hard or it will hurt them. So here I am just moving on to the next hand and repeating the process. I really hope you guys can't hear that in the background. It's my car. It is 4 in the freaking morning and I'm sitting in my car hiding from my husband and my son and pretty much everybody in my house because everybody's awake right now. But yeah, I'm hiding in the car doing a voiceover. Anyway, here I am just gently filing her nails into shape with an emery board. I only use the emery board for that when I don't cut back the client's nails. I did it this time because she just wanted them gently filed. She wanted to keep her length, and so I only use the emery boards for that. And here I'm coming in with my e-file. You really want to make sure you get this part down right because if not, you will get lifting. So here I begin at the cuticle area, removing the shine, removing any cuticles, removing the shine off the whole nail plate, and moving on to the next nail. And you just want to make sure that you get this process done right. If you do this process right, if you do this step correctly, your nails will get no lifting. You're good to go pretty much if you nail this part. It took me a while to really get it right. But once I did, it's so easy. It's really easy. So I also use this drill bit to remove any roughness they have on their fingers or anything, any hangnails. It works for that for me. I don't cut cuticles. That's the only reason why I use this drill bit for that, because I don't like to cut back cuticles. I am so afraid that I'm gonna cut somebody, that I'm gonna make them bleed. So I only push back cuticles and go in with my e-file to remove the shine, remove any cuticles that are left on the nail bed, and all of that, you know, stuff that just has to go. So here I am repeating the same process on her other hand. Once again, coming in at the cuticle area very gently. The thing about the e-file is you want to keep moving it around, obviously, because if not, it causes friction and it causes heat. So you will be burning your client if you leave it in the same spot for too long. Not only that, you can damage their nails pretty bad. I used to do that on myself when I first started using my e-file. I didn't want to practice on anybody except for myself and make sure I got it down right before using it on anybody else. So a lot of times I did leave my nails extremely thin to the point that warm water would hurt them. It was bad. It was really bad. When I first started doing acrylics, my nails looked like mountains, like freaking mountains, y'all. I'm not even kidding. They looked like mountains. And I didn't start with my e-file right at the very beginning, but you know, once I got it, I started practicing only on myself until, you know, I finally got it right, and now that I know how to use it, and you know, it's not an expensive e-file. I believe it's like $40 on Amazon. But now that I know how to use it, I don't hurt my clients, and I prep the nail. In my eyes, I know how to prep a nail, so it really does not cause any lifting, and I am so happy about that. But anyway, here I just wiped her hands again with alcohol. Well, first I dusted her hands off, and then I wiped them down with some alcohol, which also helps with dehydration. And here I'm just going in with my Orly nail tip primer, and I am only doing one coat of this. Sometimes I do two, but I felt like she only needed one coat. And you really want to make sure that you don't get any product on their skin. So now I am coming in with my Orly base coat, and I am applying a very, very thin coat of this all over the nail, making sure that you get super close to the cuticle, but you do not get it on the cuticle area. You also want to make sure that you don't flood the cuticle area because it will cause burning. One thing that is very important when using gel is that you do not want to get it on the skin. And here I am just plugging in my little lamp. I was using it as a handrest, so that's why it wasn't plugged in, because I didn't want to accidentally press the button and turn it on. But now I am just curing the base coat for 30 seconds. And now I am doing the same thing on her other hand. I am applying a very thin coat of the Orly base coat. And again, you want to be very, very careful with that cuticle area. Because girl, the last thing you want to do is burn somebody and have them go tell their friends like, oh yeah, I went with this girl and she burnt my finger. No, you really don't want that. So if you have to practice on yourself until you get it right, you practice on yourself until you get it right. That's what I did. I wasn't comfortable taking in clients if I didn't do what I was doing right. One thing that I forgot to mention is that I put the thumbs until all the other 4 fingers were already done. So here I'm just applying my second coat of the Orly base coat. And I will be curing it for 30 seconds because these gels only have a cure time of 30 seconds for an LED light. And as you can see here, I had a little bit of gel on her finger, so I wiped it off with my nail because it was just a tiny bit, no big deal. So now I am applying the second coat of the base coat to her other hand. And one thing that I really want to say is for you to really try to get the very first coat of base gel correctly, because once you do that, everything else you apply on top of that will just glide on very easily because you'll have that foundation there already. Okay, so now I'm coming in with the very first layer of color, and this is Artificial Sweetener by Orly. I really need to go get a new one of these because everybody loves this color. And here you just want to make sure that you apply the color as evenly as you can, because if not, you will have to do more coats than you should, because the color will be lighter on some parts of the nail and darker on some other parts of the nail where you applied the color thick and then thinner on some areas, and yeah, it'll cause you to just have to do more coats. And here I am applying the color on her other hand, and as you can see here, this color is so similar to her natural nail bed color. It's crazy. She loved it. And once again, you really want to be very careful with the application. We already have the 2 first coats of the base gel, so the foundation, pretty much the outline of how you should apply the color is already there. So, but you still want to be very careful because you could flood the cuticle area by accident. And as you can see here, I'm wiping off some gel that I accidentally got on her finger. I wiped it off, no problem, and into the lap she went. So now I am doing the second coat of the color, and once again, this is Orly's Artificial Sweetener. I actually don't remember how many coats of the color I did because I did her nails a few weeks ago. I think it's about to hit the 2-week mark, so she should be coming in again to redo her nails, and she said she wanted the same color because it's so awesome and everybody loves it. Sorry y'all, it's like let me see, it is 4:41 in the freaking morning and I'm still sitting here in this car doing a voiceover. I didn't have time today. I haven't been sleeping that well and I've been extremely tired and just anyway, yeah. So into the lap she goes, and now I am doing her thumbs. I feel like the thumbs are the easiest, honestly. For me, I have a hard time with the middle finger and the pinky. Sometimes the ring finger. I don't know why. It's just those, I don't know. I just have trouble sometimes. Sometimes I get gel on the pinkies and I have to come in with my cleaner brush and wipe it off, and yeah, it depends on the client, I guess. No, it really does. It really does, because some clients have super tiny nails, and they're the cutest nails because they're so tiny, but they're the hardest to work with. Well, not the hardest, that was kind of exaggerated, but yeah, they're not the hardest. They're just, you just need to be more careful with them. I ended up doing 3 coats of artificial sweetener on her, and the reason why her other hand was not included in this video was because I was way out of frame, so I took that part out. But anyway, this is the 3rd coat of artificial sweetener, and once again, that's my Orly. Everybody loves this color, and let's go get another one just to make sure I don't run out. So once again, into the lap she goes for 30 seconds, and now I'm gonna do the final coat on her thumbs. And the reason why I did 3 coats of color was just to make sure that the color was even throughout the nails, and to make sure it really showed through, because it was very close to her nail bed color, so I wanted the color to really come through. So now that we're done with that, I'm coming in with Orly's Prisma Gloss Silver. This is another favorite of everybody. It's a shimmery color. It's really pretty. I will try to find a picture to insert for you guys so you can see it. But yeah, I feel like the pictures don't do it justice. It's just a shimmery color. It's a silver shimmery color. It's really pretty on top of any color you put it on. And once again, I'm repeating the process on her other hand. And I believe I only did one coat of this. I'm not sure. Let's see. And I edited this video earlier today. And I don't remember how many coats of this Prisma Gloss Silver I did. I believe it was only one though. And into the lamp she goes for 30 seconds. I've been saying that a lot in this video, but every gel polish has different curing times. For some it's 30 seconds, for some it's 60 seconds on an LED light. For some is 2 minutes on a UV light. So you really want to read the instructions and the directions for that so you can make sure you're curing it properly, or you will have some people have the trouble of, oh, there's some polishes that are only cured in UV light, so the LED light will not cure them. There's some people that even buy, I had this problem when I first started. I bought a gel polish and I didn't have the light for it, and so I was like, what the heck is going on here? Like, my nails are not drying. I've been sitting here for such a long time and they're still wet. What? But anyway, back to the nails. Here I just did the top coat, and once again it's the Orly top coat. One thing that I forgot to mention, which I will start doing to save time when doing a gel manicure, is doing one finger at a time on each hand. So let's say you start with the pinkies, you do one pinky, you do the other pinky on the next hand. By the time you come back to do the ring finger on the other hand, or the index finger, depending on which finger you decide to start with, the other hand will be ready. So you won't be sitting there waiting to finish all 4 fingers on one hand and then moving on to the next one. It will cut back on time. I've tried this recently and it did cut back on the time. So I recommend you try that and see if it works for you too. And here I am applying the top coat on her thumbnail. I kind of forgot what I was saying there. But yeah, she will go into the lamp for 30 seconds and we will move on to the mastic part. So here I am just removing the tacky layer off of her nails with some alcohol. I bought these alcohol swabs, pads, whatever you want to call them, at Dollar Tree. And now I am curing. Now I'm removing the tacky layer off her nails on her other hand with alcohol as well. So here I'm coming in with the emery board again and just filing down any little imperfections that were left on her hand from the gel. And I will be giving her this emery board to take because I only use one for clients and either give it to them or throw them out. Because you are not supposed to use the same hand file or emery board or anything on your clients that you've used for the previous client. Because it's not sanitary, girl. You gotta be careful with your clients. You have to really pamper your clients, and you don't want them to get any infections on their fingers or anything like that. But anyway, I am just wiping her hands with alcohol one last time, and we are done. Now I will only be adding some cuticle oil and massaging her cuticles, and that is it. She is done. She was really happy. I was really happy that she was really happy with her nails. She was the sweetest person ever. She gave me advice for my nail business, and she wished me success, and this is what her nails look like. Anyway, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I will see you next time.